All right, well, I'm heading down in my new hat to go pull the discs home. Originally, I was going to take a trailer down, load them up, and then just when I got back home, unload them with the 400. Well, the 400's down for the count. I got a bad starter. I got to take that off, rebuild it. While I'm in there, I'll throw new wiring and whatnot on it. But yeah, going to drag these suckers home. Hopefully, we make it in a decent time. And hopefully, things work out all right, like tires, like wheel bearings. Well, it's windy out today, but brought the ratchet jack down. And one thing I've noticed about these small discs like this, 8-10 footers, is the lower you can have them going down the road, the less sway you get. So I'm going to try to keep them, I don't know, maybe them discs maybe like 3 inches off the ground. I mean, they're some of them are chipped anyways, you know, like this one here, it's rough. I mean, it is what it is. But I noticed that in the wheels themselves, those are sealed bearings, so I won't be able to grease them. I do see some grease coming out over there, so somebody might have pulled these and greased them up just to get them here. I don't know. So, and boy, is the wind blowing, and I'll have to get a Zerk in there. Let's get this pin in here. There we go. Pin it at the bottom. And then what we're going to do is see which way we need to turn this. Yeah. Level it out. Oh, wrong way. Level it, lift that front end up, and then I think we're kind of okay. It's lowering. Then crank this a few more notches. Like I say, I get 3 inches of clearance, and I'll try to pull it, and then you know, if I'm clanging and banging too bad, I'll stop and raise it a few notches. But either way, I want to pull them level. Somebody had these front heavy, which is what most guys do to cut harder and deeper when they're in the field. But oh, that rear's a good 6 inches up, so I'll have to crank them. We're about 2 here and a good 6 there, so.
Another YouTube video where you got to stop partway home and get a tire.
Well, you're on YouTube right now.
Oh, yeah.
The glasses.
So you got to paint them red. What kind are they? I don't think they're John Deere. I mean, they're John Deere color, but.
Somebody told me, and they're not 100% sure, that they could be BWA John Deeres, but if they're not, they're Olivers made for Minneapolis Moline. So Minnie had Oliver make their discs. He's not 100% sure yet. He's still doing the research for me. There's so many things that don't make sense on this.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, this is international. This is John Deere. This, who knows? You know, it could be, you know, that's why it's like right now it's between Oliver and John Deere. I hope they are John Deere's, because I can make all the green guys mad. I'll get it out in the field and I'll be like, Farmall versus John Deere, let's go.
Yeah.
You know, and then what you do is you loosen a bolt or something and it comes apart. There you go.
Yeah.
Don't buy green. All right, I think we're ready to roll. A little higher in the rear end, but once I start to move, I think it'll lift that front up and anyways a little bit. Probably 3 inches there, 5 inches there. Get rolling, we go 4 and 4. What do you think about these zip ties? It's the only thing I had to hold the SMV on. But anyways, this was retrofit. Check this out. Little transport safety here. I got the chain pinned in. I am reasonably certain that somebody fit that in. Anyways, I'm gonna have to a little smaller. I don't know. Time will tell. I'll get it home and do a once over and see what's underneath it as far as, oh, I don't know, cereal plate or something on it. But I'm rolling. How far do we have to go? 27 miles. Now in the rear with a Deere, and I've actually had these up to 40 miles an hour. I ain't trying to push them, if you know what I mean. I was going to be happy with 20, but I think we got 30 all day, so we'll be home in no time. Well, I'm doing 42 miles an hour with these discs, and they are pulling as true can be. Not real crazy about this particular stretch, because if something happens, I am out of cell phone service. And but no, these are pulling nice so far, so good. Well, there you go. 45 miles an hour going down the road ski. Oh, 46. You look over here, and we still got the Deere in the rear. 50. Beep, beep. Still got a jack wagon on my butt. It don't matter how fast you do. Looks like we made it. Yep, so they pulled really, really, really good down the road. I was actually shocked. Better than any implement I've ever pulled down the road with a truck. And I was doing, probably at one point in time, I was going downhill, and I had the overdrive shut off, and I was still doing probably 51, 52-ish. No sway, no nothing. Usually I'll take a set of tie-down straps and go from there to there and there to there, and it helps with the sway, but there was nothing in terms of sway. Of course, you know, small discs, that helps a lot. With the big implement tires, that helped a lot too. So I wasn't able to do this at the auction, but now that I have them up, I can, you know, test turn them, and these are pretty solid. And I don't know what you guys call these kinds of bearings. Bolt there, they just come apart. I've always called them clamshells. And I'm assuming that they need taken apart, cleaned out, put back together, grease pumped into them, and get these axles turning. And I actually kind of like these. I really do. I knew a friend of mine had a set of Fords, and they had the clamshells as well. And that's all you did. You just, when they, you know, the axles were, I guess you call it seized up like the way they are, just take them apart, clean them out, put them back together, grease them up, and you rolling. So these back here, they're tight too. You know, yeah. You know, is there movement in there? Yeah, but they need some TLC, these bearings, and they'll be real easy to do. Yeah, these are turned. This one here is pretty freed up. Somebody must have put some grease in these. I don't know. There's a lot of paint over these Zerks, so hard telling. Not going to be able to have that on there in order to grease it, but yeah, I don't know. Little project. Yeah, there's some greasy spray painted over. Nice. And then these are seized too. So the fronts, you know, I mean, are they moving? Sure, but definitely need some grease. So yeah, that's where we're at. And probably the next time you see these, I'll have them hooked up to the H, and maybe I'll know more about them. Right now they're either John Deere BWA's Bravo Whiskey Alphas, or they're Olivers. And like I say, one guy even said that they were made by Oliver for Minneapolis Moline. He's not 100% sure on that, so that's just a possibility. You don't realize how small an 8-foot set of discs are until they're sitting in the field. Those things are tiny. I am willing to bet, I bet a Ford Ranger, little 4-banger, could pull them around the field. Don't tempt me.